thank you for hopping on with me real quick. I'm excited about your upcoming event. Are you super excited?
Super excited, super excited. Been a lot of hard work, but things are getting done and going to be an amazing event.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited. The last one was really good. I didn't get to be a part of it as much as I wanted to. So this one, I'm hoping I can sneak in more and learn some more stuff because you had some good nuggets in there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so how did you get into?
Yeah, so I got into personal development as a result of I had went through a really dark period in my life. I was dealing with anxiety and depression, and so I needed to find a way to get out of what I call my pit. And so I started studying personal development. I would subsequently learn about a modality called NLP, Neuro Linguistics Programming, and this is what allowed people to understand how the negative patterns in their life are holding them back.
Yeah.
And so I really studied that and used it to understand like what was holding me back and how I can reprogram my brain
Hmm.
to get the success that I want, pull myself out of anxiety, pull myself out of depression. And then I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Hmm.
Like if I can do it for myself, then I can help other people do it for them. And so then that's what's birthed my coaching program.
I love that. I think that everyone goes through, or they come to that point in their life where they face, okay, am I going to sink or swim? How am I going to get over this? They
Right.
they see anxiety and depression. It's facing them. It's there, and they're like, I can either figure out how I'm going to overcome this, or I can let it defeat me. So it's
Right.
yeah, it's really great that you obviously let it not defeat you, and now you're showing other people because everyone goes through it. So you
Absolutely.
need a coach to show you the way.
Yes, everyone needs a coach is what I believe. Yeah, like a lot of people they subscribe to, like you said, like being stuck in whatever state that is, right? Whether it's anxiety, depression, or scarcity mindset, whatever the state of their mindset is, they get stuck there because they they can't really see themselves getting out of it because what caused the problem, what caused them to be in that state, they're using the same thinking to get out of it, and that doesn't work. And that's why it's good to have a coach because a coach is kind of not in the situation, and so
Yeah.
they can see things from a different perspective to help the
Right.
person get out of that situation using different thinking.
Yeah, that's what people do with therapy all the time. Um, so it just makes sense to have a third party kind of come in,
Yeah,
no bias, because all of our decisions that we make in life are based off of one thing, and that's emotion. How does this make me
right.
feel? So if you can have someone take the emotion out of it and give you the
Right.
logistics, it's super important.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good point. See, I teach people that so you can control your emotions, right? So your emotions, they are the result of a thought. And so we think
Mhm.
something, we have a million, like millions of thoughts every single day, some that we're consciously aware of and some that we're unconsciously aware of. And so if we can control the thought, so usually what happens is we have a thought and then immediately we say, well, this is what this thought means. Like if something happens, we go, oh well, this means this about me, or this means this about this person.
Mhm.
And then the meaning that we place on the thought, it then begets an emotion. We get happy, we get sad, we angry, like all the different emotions. And then based on that emotion, we respond to it. We,
Exactly.
we honk the horn. I'm trying to
Yeah.
keep it PG-13 here, but like, we our actions are the result of our emotions. The emotions are the result of our thoughts. So if we can control our thoughts, we control the meaning of it. That's the key, is controlling the meaning of the thought. Then we can then
Hmm.
control our emotions and our actions.
That's awesome. How do you like coach your clients to do that? Like, is that going to be held in your next leadership event? Or are you going to help people like do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, so I mean, I kind of gave a brief summary of it just now,
Mhm.
But through exercises, like we really help them understand, like, hey, like let's take an example of a time where you had a negative emotion, is what we call it. So like anger, sadness, fear, hurt, or guilt.
Right.
And so you ask yourself, so when you felt that emotion, what was the thought that you were having just before that? And they go, oh, well, or really not even a thought, like what was the event that happened?
Right.
So they got cut off on the freeway. So we take that event and we say, okay, so what meaning did you make of that? Oh, well, they just think that they own the road, or they think that I like their car is better than, but whatever
Yeah.
the meaning that they make of it. And so really helping them understand that you can take any situation and break it down, and so that you can control the meaning of like all situations, good, bad, indifferent. Like you can control the meaning that you place on that event, and subsequently control your emotions. So we talk about that at length at the shift event. Now we've now called it the shift event, from the leadership, but same great coaches, same great content.
I love it. When is oh, yes, he has a question. How do you use these tools, or how do these tools help us in business? I mean, it
Right.
helps us in everyday life, right? Like with the traffic and the honking of the horn, do that, not do that, but how do you have that help you in business?
Right. So there's a lot of ways that you can utilize these tools and techniques in your business. One in particular, so we're living in shifting times right now.
Hmm.
Like the world is shifting around us. And so you ever ask yourself, like, so what's the difference between people that you see that they're out there crushing it, and then there's out there people that are like, oh my God, like it's a pandemic going on right now. Like what am I gonna do? Right? There's like fear over here, and there's like abundance and prosperity over here.
Right.
The difference between the two is like it comes down to their mindset.
Hmm.
And so in each of those individuals, there's filters that will filter out opportunities and allow people to see, oh wow, like this is a great business opportunity. We can pivot in this direction. Or you could have someone that is like doom and gloom and says, let's not do anything. Let's just kind of stay where we're at and just
Yeah.
hunker down and not innovate. I don't know if you've heard
Right.
of Chat GPT, which is becoming like the big thing right now. So a lot of
Yeah.
businesses, there's a lot of fear around Chat
Hmm.
GPT potentially like putting people out of business, right? But then there's another group of people that saying, wow, like this has really helped my business grow.
Right.
Me in particular, like I've utilized Chat GPT for like a ton of things that has saved me a ton of time in the things that I do on a day-to-day basis. So these tools and techniques, they allow people to become more observant and more aware of opportunities that can present to them.
Right. I think that's important just as an entrepreneur or just anyone in life and any business and any job, is just to know how to pivot. And when something new comes into the marketplace, how can you use that to help you instead of how is this going to hurt me? And it's
Right.
all about that mindset. How can I use this resource to help me in my business? That's what it's all
Absolutely.
about.
Absolutely. Like I like to say, like we live and die on the tools and the resources that we have in our business. And if we're not leveraging them, we make things more harder, and someone out there is going to do it faster than we are, and then we're just going to be left in the dust.
Exactly. So you got to stay on top of it. Yeah, catch the trends early, like what's going
Yes.
on, got to be in the right rooms. And then, yeah, like I'm in real estate, so that's kind of like what I just relate everything to. But like with the market shifting, and there were some people who were like, I'm out, I'm not doing that, it's not a good time to buy. And then there's another group over here who's like, well, there is a good way to
Yeah.
buy. It's always a good time to buy. It's just what's the good way to buy.
Right.
Um, and so that's what you have to do, is just have that mindset, right? It
Absolutely.
all starts with mindset.
Yeah, I was reading an article today, and they were talking about with the Silicon Valley Bank, failure, how it's going to have an impact on the market, and
Mm-hmm.
how individuals are. So there's one group of people that are saying there's going to be like, on top of the rising interest rates and all that, there's going to be even more opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
for those that have like the mindset and the foresight to see it, Whereas again, there's another group. I was like, oh my God, here we go. We need to like do a run on the bank and like get all our money out, right?
Yeah.
And so if you look historically, right, the people that get wealthy, they're usually the ones that's running in when everyone is running out.
Yeah.
So history repeats itself. Success leaves
Yeah.
clues. So like if you're looking to be successful in whatever area of your life that is, whether it's health, fitness, spirituality, relationship, career, business, like look at someone who is doing what you want to do and model them. And
Exactly.
that's kind of the basis for NLP is modeling success.
Mm, I love it. Okay, so tell me just real quick a little bit more about the event. How do I get tickets? When is it? And like, how do I get involved?
Yeah, so the event is going to be March 25th and 26th. That's going to be next week.
Okay.
You can go to www.iwantashift.com. Tickets right now are $97, but if you can use the code SHIFT50, and that'll take 50% off, and that'll get you you can either do VIP or you can do general. Code is going to apply for both. It'll give you 50% off. And we're just going to spend 2 days just breaking down how the mind works, different tools and techniques on communicating better, um, teach you some ninja tips on how to like you can build rapport with someone instantly, how you can read people's communication style,
Mhm.
learn your own communication style. So it's just a really fun event, as you were at one before,
Yeah.
and it's just a good opportunity to get together with like-minded individuals
Yeah.
and level up.
I love it. I'm so excited for this next one. The last one was really great. All the activities, the individual, like kind of, it wasn't one-on-one, but it was very like group directed, and
Yeah,
everyone got a chance to be involved. And once you're interactive in whatever you do, it just sticks more. You know, if you're just sitting and listening to someone
yeah,
talk, you're not gonna really
yeah,
get anything out of it. That's what I love
yeah.
about your,
We're trying to make the event as feel like it's as in person as possible
yeah.
as we possibly can, and so that's what we aim for, and that's what we continue to aim for is to put people in the room, like I said, like-minded individuals. Where
Mhm.
I think a lot of people were saying that they got a lot more, they got a lot out of talking to someone. They're like, wow, like that person's like in the same situation as me,
Yeah.
right? And it's no coincidence that the people that come to the event are the people that come to the event. Like everyone is connected.
Right. Right. Exactly. Nothing is a coincidence.
None. No coincidence.
Okay. Well, I will put a link to the event um, in wherever I can post this.
Okay.
Instagram's fun. Got to figure it out. But
Yeah. As
and
you can see, I come on and like it's a good thing I was wearing clothes this morning. Like,
I love it. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ro, for talking to me a little bit about your event.
yes.
I'm super excited for it. And if anyone has any questions about it, just reach out to me, and then we can go from there, and we can get us all going on this shifting of our minds and
Let's
everything.
let's
Let's
go.
do
Let's
it.
let's
I'm ready.
shift.
I
Yeah.
need it. Okay, well, thank you so much. I'll see you
All right.
later.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.